Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you? Thank you for clicking here. I do appreciate you, those who always click here. And I appreciate you, of course, the most. And those of you who are brand new, welcome. I hope you will stay. Hope you'll subscribe, be part of this high vibrant tribe. Scorpio, I'm here to do your reading for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We're going to start out with the Psychic Tarot, and then we'll get into some other tarot. See what we can find. Also some Lenormand today, I feel. All right, here we go. Scorpio, let's figure it out for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio in the week ahead, please. Tell us what Scorpio needs to know. It's the most important thing Scorpio needs to know. All right. 2, 3. We've got patience, which is temperance. We've got more patience and planning at this point. And then we have rest and rejuvenate. So I think that's what you're supposed to be doing right now. Feels like you're waiting for the right time to execute something is what I want to say. You're waiting for the right time to execute a plan, something you've been thinking about possibly. The universe is telling you that it is time for you to rest at this time. Make sure that you are grounded, that you have a good foundation, card number 4. And I feel it's just to make sure that you're healed enough to make the right decisions based in your planning. Because I think you've been trying to execute this plan for a bit, it feels like. But you are exercising patience, balance, waiting for the right moment to execute. Yes. And I think that is the moment of alchemy, right? When all things are working out as they should in order for your manifestation to become manifested in the 3D here. All right. Fertility, look at that. We've got the Empress and the Emperor. The Empress is in the future here, my dear Emperor. So the Emperor, of course, is the authority, right? It's card number 4. This is the Emperor. We have card number 14, which is actually the Temperance in the tarot. We have material harvest here. So something is about to harvest, material harvest, right? So 3D harvest. Things that you want, things that you've manifested, wishes, hopes, dreams, those things are the things that are going to materialize here in this material harvest. I believe that we are dealing with an Emperor and a Sagittarius possibly, so an Aries and a Sagittarius. But understand that the Emperor is all of the kings, right? So it could literally be any person, right? So if you're looking in terms of zodiac. So what I feel here is there is some sort of... I'm just giggling because Charlie cut me off and said conspiring. And then I said in my mind, but 2 people, you need at least 2 people in order to conspire. And he said it's between Scorpio and the universe. So you're conspiring with the universe at this time. For you, it may feel like you're hermiting or you're not really speaking with people or you're kind of keeping to yourself or staying in your lane. But I feel like it is all part of a bigger plan. The plan to slow you down is what I think this plan is here. To slow you down, because Scorpio, you always keep a good pace with the world, right? So some of you may speak quickly, some of you may move quickly, some of you are probably always on the road, always doing something. There's always something in your planner. But I feel like this is slowing you down. There's something that you're going to miss if you don't take the time to heal and if you don't take the patience with the planning. I feel like with all of that, slowing you down, knowing when to execute the plan, knowing when the moment of alchemy is, I feel that this material harvest comes for you, is what I want to say. Material harvest. Now, materials are anything that are 3D, right? So it could be money, it could be food. This person, there's all kinds of stuff in front of them there, right? For this person, the material harvest looks to be food and water. Oh, there's money here too. There's a bag of something here. Emotions, absolutely. So there is some sort of a harvest that it feels like a one and done dear Emperor. It feels like you want to go in and say, I feel like that's kind of the planning that's going on here. You want to be able to know that you're going to win, which is very much in line with who the authority is. It's very much in line. The Emperor doesn't have the time to spend a lot of time appeasing you or trying to win your affections. You know what I mean? Like, it's a busy guy, right? Busy person. I say guy because there's a man on the front of a card here, but please understand that it can be masculine or feminine energy because we have both, all of us, right? So, and of course the authority is someone who is the last word or the final word, or the person who ties up the loose end, right? The deal's done. So that's what I feel like is going on here. It almost feels like the Emperor is conspiring to go in and either buy something large or make a big life change by choosing a partner, or it feels like there is something really big that is going to be coming up in this movement, choices and decisions. Scorpio, I feel like not a whole lot for you. Do I ever read from your point of view, like a reading for you? But I feel like this is one of those readings. I feel like it's all about you, and that the material harvest is going to be whatever you've been manifesting. And so you'll need to decide what that thing is. But I really feel that the universe is slowing you down in order to make you pay attention, so we can move forward and make these movements and changes here. But you can't do it before you rest. I feel like you can't give reciprocity until you rest. 4 and 2 is 6. The patience and planning for some of you could be someone who is special to you. 7 and 4 is 11, right? No, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I question myself, basic math. But 7 and 4, right? So 11 is the master number. So I feel like the patience and planning for some of you could be that you're patiently planning and waiting for the right time to maybe reach out to someone or communicate with someone. For most of you, though, it is going to be about the material harvest, whatever that is. Let's take a look here. What are we looking at? There we go. Scorpio, if you are interested in a private read, for 2 more days, you still will get the Black Friday sale. So as long as you've booked yourself in the next 48 hours, you will get that sale price. Prices will go back to normal in the middle of December. Do have room over there if you're interested. Okay, let's take a look here. Tell me more about this. So we've got the new moon. And the new moon, I feel, could be significant to the material harvest. You might just want to Google when is the next new moon. I'm not your astrologer. I don't usually keep track. Unless they're kind of coming up in my feeds and stuff, I don't usually keep track myself. But so yeah, it could be something that you are about to harvest by the new moon, like possibly the next new moon. That, I feel, is going to be the time that you'll feel most ready. It feels like it's going to be a moon phase that is going to be the moment of alchemy. There is going to be something unlocked here at that time. There is a lock on, or a keyhole on the right-hand side here. It feels like you've been holding space for someone, or someone's been holding space for you. Someone who's been kind of out on the peripheral. You can see that these hands are not touching the moon. The moon is cups, or energy that is emotional, right? It's moon energy. So it's like somebody's been on the peripheral and you've kind of been hovering possibly, but not really touching them, or vice versa. Take it as it resonates, but I think it's you because, like I said, I think I'm doing this reading from your point of view. So it feels like that the new moon is going to play a significant role. The next new moon is going to play a significant role in how or what you harvest. I also feel like it is something that you feel you have to, what's the word I'm looking for? My brain wants to say resuscitate, or something that you want to revive is what I want to say. Yeah, it's like it's something that needs to be revived or revised, like with an S-E-D, revised. You need to take another look at it. And the material harvest is the moment of alchemy. It's going to be time, I think, to harvest this this thing, whatever it is, soon. So the reason that you're patience and planning is here, I feel, is because you're on a new road. It feels like you've had something end for you here, Scorpio. Something major in your life has ended. Death is an ending, right? A permanent ending. So something you're not going back to. And I feel that it has made you more aware, or you have an awareness right now that you've never had before. I believe that may have become more intense with the moon energy, the full moon that we just had in Gemini. I feel that it's really been something that has made you think a lot. I feel like while the changes are going on in your life, you are patiently planning. And I know it says patience and planning, but I feel like you're patiently planning. It's like you've been planning an excursion, or you've been planning a way out, or how to make an escape, or something new has got to begin, though. Every time something ends, something has to begin. It's the law of the universe, right? So we'll take a look at that and see what is about to begin. But something has ended for you, and it's caused you to really reflect and to plan a little better for the next situation or whatever you're going to do in the future. We have rest and rejuvenate, movement, choices, decisions. What's that, please? Ten of Wands. Okay. So you're being told to drop some burdens here. You need to drop the burdens. You need to heal thyself, is what I want to say. This person is in nature, trying to meditate here, trying to have some rest. Yeah, this person's trying to earth themselves. So you could be dealing with, or maybe you do have earth in your chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I think. So the Ten of Wands, yeah, things became burdensome. Whatever has come to an end, that thing became burdensome. And just because something comes to an end doesn't mean it's all over and we're all hunky-dory. That's not what it means, right? It means that now that the thing is over, now you got to heal from the thing that came to kill you, right? A lot of us are surviving things that should have killed us. And that's what this situation is. It feels like something came to kill you and you killed it instead, or you decided, no, I'm not doing this with you again. I'm not doing this think pattern. I'm not doing whatever was in the past. I'm just going to end it here. And it was burdensome, so burdensome that it sent you into a place of healing, I think. Movement, choices, and decisions is what's coming up in the future. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. We have the Ten of Wands. King of Wands, and yeah, okay. All right, let's take a look here. New moon. Yeah, you might want to Google when the next new moon is. I don't know when that is. I think it's early in January, if I'm not mistaken, though. First half of January. All right. We have someone who's loyal. A friend who's loyal. The material harvest might include some sort of a loyal friend or companion. Ten of Cups in the bottom right-hand corner of this card here. 1 and 8 is 9. It feels like you come in here just thinking about things, going over the details. Maybe you're hermiting, so you and the friend have not been speaking or have not spoken much because of something that went bad. So the snake is exactly what it seems, something where you can get bit. Something went wrong. There was maybe somebody maybe spit venom, I want to say, but words is what I'm thinking. I see a snake spitting words. It's like somebody spat out the words, and I feel it was you, Scorpio, that you spat the words out, and then when the thing ended, it made you think about what you said, and I think you've been thinking about what you said ever since. Because there is a sun here, I feel like you keep it's like it keeps reintroducing itself to you. You can't forget this harsh bite that you took or gave, this conversation that was had. It was a hard one, I believe, a hard conversation or meeting. Maybe you met face to face, but I feel that it was between you and someone who is a very loyal friend. I feel someone who, if they weren't a friend, were loyal to you. But really, that's what the dog card is about. It's about, all the things that our animals are to us, right? Dogs are our friends, are our protectors. They would give their lives for us. It's all of those things. It's a really intense friendship that's been going on here, or someone who was loyal. That person is the one you had words with, and then something came to an end, which sent you into a place of thinking, planning, being patient, trying to figure out what to do from here. We've got the Tower. The Tower of Lenormand is a little bit different than it is in the Tarot. And in the Lenormand, it can represent things that are really large in your life, or this could be a corporation. It could mean that you have a bird's eye view of what's going on now because you see things from the top of the tower. So, or things are towering over you, that kind of tower. So, it's card number 19. 1 and 9 is 10, right? So that's the new beginning. It feels like somebody has learned a lesson here, is what I want to say, Scorpio. I feel like you learned a lesson, or that you've learned lessons over time, and that I want to say what has died is the ego, is what I want to say, because the Death card is on the Authority, and then we have the corporation, or the big glooming thing to the right of it. I really think that you now have a clearer idea, or a clearer vision of what was going on. And I say what was going on, and I don't know what that thing is. But there was something going on here. I feel that has to do with a loyal friend, where there was either some harsh words. Yeah, whatever happened with the snake bite, or the snake here, whatever betrayal or whatever it was, it caused you two to stop talking. It ended the relationship, so no more friendship, I feel. So we've got the Cage, right? It feels like somebody has finally decided to open the cage and let the feelings fly, is what I think. Somebody is coming in with a key. Eight of Pentacles. Somebody wants to work really hard on opening the cage. It's like this whole thing has been caged for too long, and somebody wants to open the cage and let the feelings out. That's what the rose is inside the cage. So yes, I feel like the Ten of Wands tells me that the burdens need to be dropped here. And once the burdens are dropped, once you decide that you're no longer going to hold any more grudges about things that went on in the past, because really that's what it is. It's really your inability to drop it. That's what the Ten of Wands is. That's why they stack up on us, because we refuse to drop it. We refuse to just say, fine, it happened the way it did, and let's just let bygones be bygones and start over again. And when you do, you get far more passionate about that person, or about the life that's coming up, or whatever it is. Then there is truly, finally, movement, choices, and decisions to make about abundance, because now we can feel abundant and move into the future, right? The fish, that's what the fish are. The fish can mean money, but it is abundance in general. We've got the King of Pentacles, the bottom right hand of that card, that tells me that this could be about money, but it is about abundance in general. All right, tell me about this friend. You've been thinking about that. So nine of Swords, 8 of Swords, and the King of Wands. So you're thinking about it. The last conversation you had, the things you said, whatever you spat, whoever you bit, you're thinking about that last conversation. And I think the material harvest is telling me that that the next new moon is probably going to be the time when we're in alchemy here, in perfect tune or balance. All things are ripe and ready ready to be harvested. I think it's going to be sometime around the new moon. And that will only be for some of you, of course. I feel like ever since you stopped talking, or there's no communication, or whatever came to an end here, that you've been in your head trying to figure out an answer. I feel like your hands are tied, that it's bigger than you, that you can't fix it. I mean, you are the emperor, but the tower is bigger than you. I feel like what you needed or need is a bird's eye view. You really need to have more clarity while you're planning. So you're planning for the right thing. There's the sun here, right? And we have, it looks either like a sun rising or a sunset. Yeah. The Six of Swords is in the bottom right-hand corner here. So that tells me that whatever was overbearing, or whatever was going on, I feel that you decided finally that you just needed to move on. Yeah. Card number 19 also can be corporation. So for some of you, this could be someone that you know that is in your line of work, or someone that you know who works in the same, maybe it isn't someone who's in the office. But for most of you, it's going to be, it's just that something has come to an end, and it came to an end, and it's not sitting right with you. It never did, because this person is a very loyal friend, someone who loved you very much. 10 of Cups is in the bottom right-hand corner. You considered them family, and or considered bringing them into the family, or something like that. You have that kind of love for this person. But something happened that stopped you from communicating. I feel like you do want to, King of Wands, want to take action. Like, I feel like you want to take action on the abundance. You want to move this stuff forward. You want the bird's eye view. And I feel like there are some movements, choices, decisions that need to be made if you're going to do that. So I think we are going to go into the extended here. We still haven't looked at what this material harvest is. We know that it might happen under the new moon, and that you've been, 9 of Swords. It's been bothering you. You're holding open a cycle that's really hurtful or harmful for your mental health, because you can't stop thinking about the situation and what you could have done differently. I think that you think that it was a situation that was kind of out of control, out of your control. It was bigger than you, but I feel like you have a better idea now of what's going on, and we're going to find out what that is. We're going to find out what you're healing from, what you're planning for, and when the moment of alchemy is. We might as well ask that while we're in there too. So I'm going to go to the extended. The link that you need if you want to go watch me pull this apart here is down below, and it's the first link in the description. If you're interested in a private read, the information that you need is also down below there, including my email address. Okay, so we have the Hierophant on the bottom of the decks. It could have something to do with commitment. It could have something to do with a Taurus. It could have something to do with your spiritual guru, or maybe your higher self. All right, we're going to figure that out. I'm going to go. I love you guys. I'm out. See you later in the week. Bye-bye.